Hi, my name is Karen Molan and I'm the owner at SkillsQuest Company. I'm an NLP practitioner and trainer. When I'm teaching the NLP practitioner course, one of the strategies I love to teach is the NLP Spelling Strategy. This is a fantastic skill and tool to have in your toolkit for any parent or for any teacher who may be wanting to assist a student who is struggling with spelling. So I'm going to take you through the steps that you use, and I hope that you find this as useful as I know it can be. So the first thing I would say to you when you're learning this is there's a few things that you need to know about. So the first one is a little bit about eye accessing cues. Now, eye accessing cues are basically when somebody's thinking of something or recalling a piece of information or creating an image in their head, their eyes will move in a particular direction. Likewise, if they're talking to themselves or if they're accessing their feelings or if they're hearing things. So you don't need to know too much about it, but you just need to know a small bit. So if you look at the diagram on the right-hand side, that face is as if you are looking at somebody. Okay, this is not your face. It is as if you're standing in front of somebody and looking at them. So you will see up here on the right-hand side is their visual recall. So when their eyes glance up in this direction, it means that they're recalling something that they've seen. Here, it would be that they're recalling something they've heard. And down here, it would be that they're recalling some conversation that they've had with themselves, or they're actually talking to themselves in that moment, a bit of inner dialogue. Up here on the top left is what if their eyes are glancing up in this direction, it usually means that they're visually constructing something. And if their eyes are glancing across to the left here, it usually means that they're creating a sound in their head or they're hearing a sentence in their head. And if their eyes are dropping down here to the bottom left hand side, then this is what we call kinesthetic, which is they're accessing their feelings. That can be either emotional feelings, it can also be a physical feeling that they're accessing. So the two cues that you need to know about are this one here, upper right hand side, visual recall, and this one here, bottom left hand side, kinesthetic. Okay, now a small portion of people are reversed. So it's very important that you test, first of all, to make sure that the person's visual recall is in their upper right hand side as you are looking at them. So to test that, you're going to check by asking some simple questions. So you want to find out whether your students' visual recall and kinesthetic cues are. So when you're looking directly at the face of your student, you would ask them, how are you feeling today? So you should see their eyes drop to the bottom left-hand side because this is accessing a feeling. You might ask them, what color is the door to the classroom? And you will see their eyes go up and to the right-hand side as you're looking at them. Again, this would be their visual recall. You have two other questions. Can you feel your feet in your shoes? Great question. And what color is your favorite sweet? Now, each question will cause the student's eyes to move, and you got to watch for the movement. And this way, it helps you to figure out if the person you're talking to is reversed. Like I said, a small portion of the population are always good to check. Something that is really, really important, never read the question out loud and then look at your student because you will have missed the cue. These things happen so quickly. It is literally just a glance. So read the question, know the question that you want to ask, then say it out loud as you're looking directly at your student's face, and then watch for the eye movements. Okay? The next thing you do then is write out the word that is to be learned in the following manner. Divide the word into groups of 3 letters. Write each word of letters out in different colors or on different colored paper. I always find at this point it's useful to let the student pick the colors. Okay, so we're going to take the word diarrhea because it's a great word and all kids I know love to learn how to spell it. So that would be written out as follows. You'd have the DIA in green, the RH in purple, and the OEA in yellow. Now, these colors are colors I picked at random. You can pick any colors you want, or as I say, let your student pick the color. The very next thing then is you want to set up the situation with your student. You want your student to be in a good mood. If somebody's nervous when they're learning something, they're not going to retain it. So have your student recall a really good memory, okay? Something that was fun, where they were laughing, may have been joking around with their friends, a great day out with their family, anything. It doesn't matter what the memory is of, as long as it's a good one. Okay, we want your student to be in the right mindset for learning. When you've all this done, here's what you're going to do. So you're going to show the student the first 3 letters while holding them at the position that would cause them to access their kinesthetic feelings. Now they're already in a good mood. Okay, so you're tapping into that good mood. So you hold the first 3 letters of the word down here at their kinesthetic position. You then move the piece of paper with the 3 letters on it in a diagonal line to access their visual recall position. When it's up here at the visual recall, you have your student read out the 3 letters out loud, have them read them forwards, backwards, and forwards again. And then you repeat these steps with all the rest of the letters in the word until you have all the letters covered. When that's finished, you then ask the student to recall the word. So you'll see their eyes going up to the upper right-hand side again. Ask them to spell it forwards, backwards, and forwards again. Always end by having the student spell the words forward. Now, things to remember. Check that the student's visual recall is not reversed. Make sure the student is in the right mindset. That's where the good memory helps. Always start at the kinesthetic point, move to the visual recall point, and always have the student end by spelling the word in the correct sequence. Now, what to do if the number of the letters in the word is not divisible by 3? The last card can have 2 letters or it can have 1 letter on it. It's never advisable to have 4 letters on the card. So the word several will be broken down as follows. The first card would have SEV, the next card would have ERA, and the last card would have L. Okay, again, I highly recommend that you practice this technique with some friends or family members before working with your students. When you're comfortable with the technique yourself, you'll be more relaxed. And when you're more relaxed as the person giving the instructions, then the student will be more relaxed. They'll pick up on your energy. So, and if you want to work with your family and friends, a really great word is chrysanthemum. Get your family and friends to spell chrysanthemum. Okay, if you have any questions about this technique, you can reach me at Karen@skillsquestcompany.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy. I hope you have great success teaching your students to spell or your children to spell without any pressure or any stress. Take care.